On the banks of the holy Yamuna River in the heart of India lies the sacred city of Mathura. It's a city full of ancient stories and the history of gods. It's a place where heaven and earth meet. Mathura is known as the birthplace of Lord Krishna, the eighth form of Lord Vishnu. The streets of Mathura have seen Lord Krishna's divine actions. His childhood, full of mischief and miracles, happened right here. People from all over the world come to Mathura to seek blessings and feel the divine presence in every corner. The city's many temples are proof of Lord Krishna's lasting legacy, echoing with the chants and prayers of countless devotees. A long time ago, Mathura was ruled by a bad king named Kansa. He was cruel, power-hungry, and mean. During Kansa's rule, everyone was scared and treated unfairly. His people lived in fear every day. Kansa's heart was full of darkness, and he didn't care about the suffering he caused. Every day, Kansa became more and more paranoid, afraid of his own death. This fear came from a prediction that said he would be killed by his sister Devaki's eighth child. Consumed by fear, Kansa turned against his own family. The prophecy that haunted Kansa wasn't just a random prediction. A voice from heaven had declared it, stating that Kansa's reign of terror would end when Devaki's eighth child was born. This prophecy shocked everyone in Kansa's court and filled his heart with fear. Kansa was a powerful king, but also very superstitious. He believed the prophecy was true. Driven by fear and paranoia, Kansa decided to fight against fate itself. He would do anything to stop the prophecy from happening. Devaki was known for her beauty and goodness. She was engaged to Vasudev, a noble prince. Their wedding was a happy event, a break from the oppressive atmosphere of Mathura. Little did they know that their destiny was connected to the fate of their kingdom. As Devaki and Vasudev started their journey after the wedding, a divine prophecy was revealed. A voice from heaven announced that their eighth child would be the one to end Kansa's tyranny. This prophecy filled them with both hope and fear, knowing they were chosen to carry out God's will. Kansa, consumed by fear, decided to imprison Devaki and Vasudev. He was afraid of the prophecy and wanted to control what happened. He thought that by keeping them captive, he could prevent the birth of the prophesied child. Their wedding happiness was short-lived. The dungeons of Kansa's palace became their new home. Hope seemed to fade with each passing day. However, Devaki and Vasudev held on to their faith, believing that even in the darkest times, God's light would find a way. 7 stars dimmed a mother's anguish. Year after year, Devaki gave birth inside their prison cell. Each time, Kansa, true to his word, would cruelly take the newborn from her arms and kill the innocent child. 7 times Devaki endured this unbearable pain, each loss a searing wound on her soul. The dungeon walls echoed with her cries of anguish, becoming a grim reminder of Kansa's cruelty. Yet through her tears, Devaki held on to the words of the prophecy. Her faith, though tested, never wavered. She knew that the eighth child, her eighth child, would be the one to bring about Kansa's doom. A night of miracles, the birth of Lord Krishna. On a stormy night, as lightning flashed and thunder roared, Devaki gave birth to her eighth child. The dungeon, usually filled with gloom, was bathed in a heavenly light. The air vibrated with an unseen energy. It was the night of miracles. The child born was no ordinary infant. He was Lord Vishnu himself, who had come to earth to defeat evil and restore righteousness. He was Krishna, the divine flute player, the charmer, the protector. His radiant form, even as a newborn, shone with an otherworldly aura. Devaki and Vasudev looked upon their child, not with sorrow, but with awe. They knew that this was no ordinary birth. This was the dawn of a new era. Escape from darkness. A perilous journey to Gokul. As the baby slept peacefully, a divine voice instructed Vasudev to take Krishna to safety. He was to be raised in Gokul by his foster parents, Nanda and Yashoda. Vasudev, armed with nothing but faith and guided by divine intervention, embarked on a dangerous journey. The Yamuna River, usually calm, raged with the fury of the storm. Yet as Vasudev stepped into the swirling waters, a miracle occurred. The river parted, creating a path for him. Upon reaching Gokul, he secretly exchanged his son with their newborn daughter. He returned to Mathura with a heavy heart. knowing that he was leaving his divine child in the care of others. Gokul rejoices, the promise of hope and salvation. News of the miraculous birth spread through Gokul like wildfire. Nanda and Yashoda were overjoyed to welcome Krishna into their lives. They raised him as their own, unaware of his true identity. Krishna grew up in the peaceful lands of Gokul, surrounded by love and laughter. His playful antics and mischievous smile brought joy to everyone. Little did they know that this mischievous cowherd boy was destined to become their savior. His arrival marked the beginning of Kansa's downfall and the dawn of a new era of peace and righteousness. His story, the story of Lord Krishna, continues to inspire millions. It tells us that even in the darkest of times, hope and divinity find a way. The divine light always triumphs,